republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hi, Ingleside. We are the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade counselors. I'm Miss Molnar.
I'm Miss Witherspoon.
And I'm Miss Ham.
And we are here to announce the Spotlight students of this quarter.
I'm going to take a second to explain to you guys what our student spotlights are. So basically, we went to all the teachers on Ingleside's campus, and they recommended some students that they feel like have been working extremely hard in the classroom. We think that it's important in such a crazy year that we take time and we acknowledge all of you guys' awesome achievements. This doesn't mean just straight A's. This means coming to class regularly, participating in class, and just making overall improvements. We're going to start with our 6th grade.
So the third quarter Spotlight students for 6th grade are Adam Blaze, August Keene, Manuel Guerra Perez, Satchel Lipton, Mariana Maldonado Mendoza, Francesca Mena, Zoe McClure, Enoch Reese, Avery Scovell, Vivian Spire, Matthew Strauss, Evan Sullivan, and Travis Tobias. So now we are going to pick 3 students that are get a personal pan pizza from Luminati's for your awesome achievement. The first winner is Enoch Reese. The second winner is Zoe McClure. And the third winner is Travis Tobias. Congratulations, guys. You now have a personal pan pizza.
Okay, now I will name off the 7th grade students that was nominated from their teacher. Avery Alvarez, Brian Castro Soto, Roberto Cruz, Josie Fox, Henry Jensen, Olivia Kircher, Lucas Lowell, Karina Maldonado Martinez, Grayson McIntosh, Max Monaco, Elijah Munoz, Luis Serrano Martinez, Alexa Silva Garcia, Ian Slater, and Zach Smith. Now I'm going to choose 3 lucky winners for a free pizza. And the winners are, congratulations, Roberto Cruz, Grayson McIntosh, and Zach Smith. Congratulations.
All right, now it's the 8th grade's turn. Let's see who made the list. So first we have Leo Castillo, Talon Fuller, Oswaldo, Rebel R, Genesis Daniel, Kylie Kelly, Cole Kenny, Aiden King, Cecilia Mafu, Danica Kemp, Taylor Smith, Ruth Kerbel, Paige Gomowski, Richard Perez, Dagan Konoff, Jesse Cram, Josie S., Kimberly Galliano, and Jason Martinez Lopez. Congratulations, you guys. Even if you don't get picked, I still want to make sure that you guys know you're doing an awesome job. All right, let's see who our winners are. So first, we have Aiden King. Our next winner is Paige Gomowski. And then let's see. Our last winner is Kylie Kelly. So great job, you guys. You guys are all winner chicken dinners, okay?
Yes.
So you guys are going to get a pizza dinner, though, instead of chicken dinner.
That's right.
And while we have the opportunity, we want to make sure we talk to everyone about starting off your 4th quarter strong and making sure that you have the best quarter yet here at Ingleside. Please make sure that you guys are attending your classes regularly and that you're completing all your assignments on time and doing the absolute best that you can.
Good morning, Ingleside. Are you wearing your class colors? Spring break starts tomorrow, and I'm ready for a vacation.
And it looks like we'll be back to a full-day school schedule when we return. With the full day comes new student responsibilities at lunch, like where we can sit and where we can go. Let's take a look at these in more detail.
And we're here in Miss Kadera's office, and she is prepared to tell us some answers about the questions on lunch. Which we are going back to after spring break.
First and foremost, everyone, I just want to say I'm super excited to have us coming back full time. I know you guys might not be as excited as I am, but I think ultimately it's really what's best for all. So I want to thank the teachers and all of you for submitting your questions, and so I'm just going to go through here and answer them so that you have those answers. The first question is, will students be allowed to use their phones? The answer to that is absolutely. Students will still be able to use their phones during lunch. Second question, if a student needs to use the restroom during lunch, do they need to raise their hand and ask? You don't have to raise your hand and ask, but I do ask that you let an adult supervisor know what you're doing. And students will be using the cafeteria bathrooms for that purpose. Next question is, can students use their Chromebooks while eating? And I'm gonna say no to that. For one reason, we don't want to spill our drinks or our food on our Chromebooks, but also, you guys, we've gotta have some off-screen time and we don't wanna waste the batteries. Question number 4, can we move around after we eat, or do we have to stay seated on our sticker? Students can move around after eating as long as their masks are on and they distance as much as possible. Question number 5, can students use or bring playground equipment, basketballs, footballs, etc. during lunch? Students may not bring equipment, and there will be no shared equipment allowed during lunch. I'm really sorry about that. But we're still in a position where we can't have, you want to bring it down just a bit, where we can't have shared equipment. Next up, will families be expected to voluntarily quarantine after break? If they've been traveling, Dr. Menzel will be sending out information to families asking them to voluntarily quarantine following break. Number 7, will the expectation that students remain in their designated areas in the mornings once everyone is back? I say no to that because I don't think students are really doing it now. We do need to continue to spread out though among the different areas, and if there's an issue, obviously we will reevaluate. Question 8, will there be a computer lab open for lunch? We don't have a computer lab at Ingleside anymore, guys, so there won't be one open, and we also need to take a break from our screens. Number 9, will water fountains be available for student use after break, or will students need to bring water bottles? You will still need to bring a water bottle. The fillers will still be available, but the actual fountains will still not be available for use. Will there be fourth quarter sports? Yes, we will have track available, and information was sent to families last night about that. Number 11, will 8th grade still have a promotion ceremony? We're still having conversations about this. There will be some form of promotion. But it will probably be a drive-through promotion ceremony again this year. Number 12, do students pay for their grab-and-go lunch and give their ID, or is it similar to now? It will be exactly like it is now. Lunch is free to all students. Bring it down just a tad. Number 13, will students be able to go to the basketball courts and field after they finish eating? Yes. You got your finger in. Next question, 13, will students be able to go to the basketball courts and field after they finish eating? Yes, you will be able to go to the fields and basketball courts and hang out with your friends as long as your masks are on, and there will be no equipment. Number 14, will students be able to get up prior to being done eating to use the restroom? Yes, you could if you absolutely have to, but I really recommend that you finish eating. There are lots of pigeons on our campus, and they have been starving for over a year now, so they're going to be super excited to have lunch back here at Ingleside. Number 15, how are bathroom trips going to work when eating lunch? Just let an adult supervisor know what you're doing. Number 16, what are the expectations when we need to get up during lunch for something? As long as you have your mask on, you should be good. It is best practice to communicate with one of our adult supervisors. How will we decide if we go back to what model? This question was a little, I was unsure about this. I don't really understand exactly what the question is. But if COVID cases rise, the VET team will identify if we have to return to virtual learning for 10 days. Can students bring their own food for lunch? Absolutely. You can bring your own lunch from home. That's not a problem. How large of a group will be able to get together are their guidelines. We will not necessarily limit group sizes exactly, but we'll expect people to maintain distance. If masks are off, different story. You must be seated at a green dot, or if not at a table, at least 6 feet apart from people. Students may not walk and eat, and if your mask is off, you must be seated. Next one, what will the full day look like for EDL students? EDL students will continue to follow their regular schedule, logging into each class each period. They will have the same passing periods and lunch break as in-person students. Number 21, when will students have time to ask questions if there is no ELT? Students can ask questions during class, via email, or schedule a meeting with your teacher outside of school hours to make sure that those questions are answered. Next up, will teachers still assign a lot of homework? There's feelings of worry and being overwhelmed. I said teachers should not assign too much homework. If you are overwhelmed, please speak with your teacher and let Mrs. Cadera know that's me, just so I can try to help problem solve with you. Next up, will I have a place to sit at lunch, and will I get to see my friends? I'm just wanting everybody to know there may not be exactly enough seats and tables for everyone who wants one, but there will be plenty of space to sit and eat. You can sit at the grassy areas, you can sit on the sidewalk next to the buildings, on the AstroTurf. There's lots of places to sit, but we may not exactly have a seat or a table for everyone. And you should be able to see your friends. 6th and 7th eat lunch together and 8th is separate. Next question, what if I have not made friends this year? Will I be alone during lunch? Lunch will be a great time to build new friendships. Let your counselor or me know how we can help you, because I don't want anybody feeling alone, especially during lunch. And last question, what if I do not feel safe not wearing a mask? If you do not feel safe not wearing a mask, please talk with me so we can problem solve. I will help you find a location that you can sit independently, because I don't want people being scared and worried about that. Lastly, I just want to remind everyone that we do not have any drop-offs allowed at school, so if you forget your lunch, please do not text your parent, please do not call your parent, because we will not allow them to drop anything off. But you're more than welcome to grab and go lunch for the day. So thank you for listening. I know that seemed like a long time, did for me anyway, but I just wanted to answer everybody's questions. We do have one more day until we leave for spring break. So if you have other questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Find me on campus, email me, and I'll get your questions answered. Looking forward to a great fourth quarter, and everybody have a blessed and safe spring break.
They're making a return next quarter. Fourth quarter track and field will begin when we get back from spring break. On Monday, March 5th, 15th, after school from 2:30 to 4 p.m. Students will need to register at www.registermyathlete.com.
You like running? Join the track team today.
The fee is $75, including to participate. Running events include 100 meter, 200 meter, 400 meter, and 800 meter, and 4x100 relay. Field events include long jump, high jump, road jab, and shot put.
Speaking of sports making a return in fourth quarter, let's hear some sports news with Jacob.
I'm so glad Ingleside gets the opportunity to play sports again. It might be time to loosen mask rules for Arizona high school athletes. Recently, there was a decision to let Arizona high school basketball players, soccer players, along with wrestlers, they won't have to wear masks during competition starting next week when the postseason begins. Also, in some sad sports news, a Chandler couple wants AIA to change its COVID rules for high school sports after watching their son be knocked unconscious during a soccer game. Each year, millions of baseball fans fly to Arizona to watch the Cactus League Major League Baseball take place. Each team allows a different number of fans to watch their games. The Cubs, for example, will allow most 4,000 fans into the park. Baseball is a great family pastime event and a good thing to go watch and hit a home run with your family.
With most events being canceled or going online, there are a few besides that are allowing people in to enjoy. Phoenix Chinese Week is a series of cultural, social, and educational events highlighting these diverse culture of China. Enjoy continuous entertainment, including the famous dragon and lion dances, martial arts demonstrations, folk and traditional dances, musical performances, children pavilion activities, a Chinese culture and history booth, and more.
Speaking of culture, Dr. Seuss culture is now being canceled. Now to Hudson on that.
Hopefully everyone had a chance to wish Dr. Seuss happy birthday on Wednesday as they ate green eggs and ham. Hudson, I am. 6 of a popular author's books known as Dr. Seuss. His books will no longer be published because of insensitivity and racist imagery. Inside the books, such as And to Think That I Saw It on Mulberry Street, If I Ran to the Zoo, McElliot's Pool, On Beyond Zebra, Scrambled Eggs, Super, and The Cat's Quizzer. Now back to your anchors.
It's time to end the show until next week ends. Bye, Ingleside.
Oh, bye!